Behavior Change Activity, Module 15. Question 1. Restate your social emotional health goal from last week. Make sure you state the target food and the amount and the frequency. My social health goal from last week was to spend less time on my phone, and I wanted to decrease the time I spent per day from 4 hours to 3 hours. What did I actually do? I was able to accomplish my goal. If you did not accomplish your goal 100%, indicate the barriers you encountered and a possible solution to overcoming the barrier next week. Reaction. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your effort with your dietary goals, your exercise goals, your emotional social health goals? I will rate my effort as a 5 simply because I was extremely busy this semester and I would have liked to spend more time bettering my health. But because of how busy I wasn't able to fully devote myself. However, I was still able to devote myself enough where I now can see a slight benefit or a slight, I can see my health is a little bit better now. Would you have preferred to report to a classmate on this project where you check in with each other? Do you think it would have helped you stick to your goals better than reporting only to me? I do think reporting to a classmate would be helpful if it's a classmate that I am friends with already, or a classmate that I'm friends with, because I feel like if I were to do it with someone who I didn't really know, it would be a little bit awkward and I wouldn't really be motivated, or I wouldn't really have a reason to do a good job because it's my classmate. I mean, that doesn't sound very good, but I think that if I were to just set goals and tell to people who I didn't really know, number one, they wouldn't really care. And to be honest, I wouldn't really care too much about their goals either because we're not really close. And it really doesn't matter like that. And number two, because they don't care, they're not really going to hold me accountable. And I feel like they wouldn't be able to, make sure that I actually follow through with those goals. Unlike these behavior change activities, which ask questions that want me to answer, to report on the progress I've made on my goals and indicate the barriers and what I'm going to do to improve it next week and so on. To what extent did you continue at least paying more attention to your dietary behaviors after we finished that portion? I actually started paying more attention to my dietary behaviors a lot more because based on the readings and what I learned, I found out that a lot of my eating habits were actually very bad for me and inflammatory, and they were contributing to why I was not feeling as energetic and feeling as good. To which extent did you continue exercising? I mean, I still exercise the same. I do cardio and weightlifting every single day. So I'm pretty good on exercising. In which area do you feel you made the most improvement? Nutrition, physical activity, or emotional, social health? I think I made the most improvement in nutrition because my physical, emotional, and social health are already okay, while my nutritional health was not good. So I was able to make a lot of improvement because of how much I learned and how much I was able to apply. After going through the behavior change process, to what extent do you agree that taking small baby steps is typically better than making large changes all at once? We know there's a saying, slowly is the fastest way to get where you want to be. I think that taking small steps is always the best way because if you try to take too big of steps, make too much progress, sometimes it's unreasonable and sometimes it's unattainable. You can't do it. You're setting unrealistic standards for yourself. But when taking baby steps, small steps, you can go your own speed and Slow progress is better than no progress, so I think that small steps is always better. What behaviors do you feel have become habitual? In other words, which behaviors are you more likely to continue after the semester ends? I feel like the behaviors that have become habitual for me are eating more vegetables, berries, and also spending less time on my phone. Do you have any suggested changes for the behavior change project? Not really. I feel like right now it's in a pretty good spot. It holds us accountable and it asks us good questions and encourages us to make good decisions on our health. And that's it for this week. Thank you.